what a lot of people don't actually realize is that Kung Fu, our style of Kung Fu, actually comes from this guy. Anyone know the Buddha? Hand up if you heard of the Buddha. Yes, all right. So most people nowadays think martial arts is just, UFC, let's knock people's heads off. But originally it has quite deep spiritual essence, meaning to raise one's level of awareness, raise one's level of consciousness, and move towards enlightenment. I grew up a Catholic and Christian, so I'm a big believer in Jesus, like unconditional love and one's inner power. So, these are my two, let's say, teachers, so to speak. So I studied Kung Fu in Hong Kong, which is a descendancy of the Buddha through Ip Man lineage. Who's seen Ip Man? Anyone? Ip Man, yeah, the guy, yeah. And then Bruce, that's our lineage, for those of you who are wondering. And the Christ, anyone heard of Christ? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you might have. Year 1 was when he was born anyway, so the time's based. So essentially, I studied esoteric Christianity in Cyprus, the kind of healing and energetic work, and Kung Fu in Hong Kong. And they're my two passions. Now, I really I've always had this desire to kind of, how do I teach this for free, right? We live in a material world, we need to pay our bills, and I felt inspired to teach it for free. I ran into this guy, Patrick, at the Mind, Body, Spirit, which I met actually the Icky guides as well. And Patrick was like, we both had this idea of opening up temples, right? A place where people could train for free. Kind of like a church, but sometimes you go to church, it's a big dogmatic, it's not for you. So we wanted a place where you could actually come, connect with yourself, get in touch with your, let's say, spiritual side and evolve. So anyway, we had these visions, okay, how do we open these temples for free? We'd have to somehow fund it, right? So I asked God, I said, okay, God, if we're going to do this thing for free, right, what are we going to do so I can take care of my kids? For those who don't know, I have 4 kids, and they're not cheap, and they're not quiet either, right? So, I came back to Australia, and I keep running into this guy here, who looks like my brother. Come on, Daniel. He is the style to the One Tao. So, Daniel's a high-end fashion designer. He's done the New York fashion shows. I don't know anything about being stylish. I just wear the same Kung Fu uniform every day. Now, I know I look much better nowadays because of him. But anyway, so it was like an answered prayer. I was like, God, if we're going to somehow be able to open these temples for people to train for free. And we've started. We have free meditation here now. We also have a free online training community as well, where we can spread the teachings of how to become more peaceful inside, how to become more powerful with your potential. So we've started the process with that now. And style is hopefully a way for us to also fund that mission, fund that movement. And this is the ground floor. We've got people like Jace, where's Jace, who's going to be opening up in Melbourne. We've got Tengaruru, who couldn't be here tonight, is going to be opening in Queensland. So, the movement has begun and the mission has started, and we're grateful for all of you being here. So that's, all I wanted to say today. Do you want to?
Yeah, I think I got involved. I went to school with Johnny, so 30 years plus I've known him. He's always been a good fighter. He's a much better fighter today. But yeah, I'm involved, from a style perspective, helping develop the brand, build the community. Well, Johnny's building the community, so we've got to all support Johnny so we can build the community so we can, obviously help his mission and develop along the way. I'll be obviously dressing everyone. So don't be shy today to have a look at some of our clothes. But so we want to grow the business next year, and there's 2 of us here. So
yeah, perfect. So simply put, our mission is to spread peace, the peace of mind and peace between each other, because that's what the teaching of these guys, right? Love, meaning the love in oneself and love for each other, but also the Kung Fu side, the martial, the discipline, the focus. So that's kind of our mission, to spread that through opening up temples and actually finding a way to give it for free. It's already begun, and once again, we're grateful. And to say thank you for coming today, we're actually giving everyone a 25% off discount for any of the clothing today. So we've got a special discount, 25% off, if you'd like to support the mission. A lot of you guys have already grabbed stuff, so thank you. And if you'd like to grab some, speak to Jason or me or Noah. Where's Noah? Noah, that guy who should be over there so that he can actually help you. And once again, thanks so much, guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming.